Well, YouTube, I've been telling a bunch of war stories, literally war stories, that are just as well not on YouTube. But I'm sure some of you will track down the shit about my past. And we're talking about how important the father image is to both men and women, but in my judgment, more importantly, guys, because they need a leadership role. They need somebody to look up to. And that's one of the reasons that the superhero Marvel comic bullshit is so popular. I mean, that's why. And the other reason, you know, the video games, the combat games, I've never done any of that. But the combat games, these guys are going to kill all these people, practice on the combat game. Like the guy that killed all those people up in Norway a few years ago, killed 60, 70 people. He had practiced a year or 2 years on the combat games. And I've never done one, but they say they're pretty realistic. And the reason that they're, you know, the people are looking for leadership. And right now, parents don't give them much leadership. They're looking for restrictions. They're looking for boundaries, contrary to what you think. They're looking for boundaries. When you raise little kids, parents understand keeping them within boundaries so they don't hurt themselves. You know, don't go walk out in the street. I was more afraid of getting beat by my dad than hit by a car. I mean, there's no fucking question. In my military civilian mind, I was more feared of my dad giving me a beating than getting hit by any fucking car. Because my dad meant it. He wasn't bullshitting. He wasn't doing he didn't read some parenting magazine that says, you know, you have to scold the child. He just gave me a whack. And I remember those whacks. And the kids that come here and have come for 23 years have had, for the most part, not all, but for the most part, have had a lack of leadership in their life. Leadership. And I know that's not politically correct. And make sure you get a picture of this right up here. PJ? Yeah. And the reason why the Trump is putting in many of the people that he's putting into his cabinet is because he realizes. And the fact that the voting over the weekend, or today Monday? Over the weekend, these heads of these countries are getting thrown out because they're showing no leadership. They're showing no leadership. And the people are fed up. The people are fucking fed up. I mean, and where we go from here, I don't know. I don't know. But I do know this is a perfect storm, as I said earlier, for QLA. The only thing we have to keep our fingers crossed for is it takes a while for interest rates to go up. If that happens, I mean, this is going to be like a license to steal. Literally. A license to steal. Because you guys are going to be armed with the instruments to take advantage of the lack of leadership generally in the financial community and specifically vis-a-vis interest rates. Any questions from anybody before I wind it up? For YouTube. Okay, YouTube, that's it for tonight.